Auditor General's report, I think the Ministry of Defence has, over the last few years, every year the Auditor General has highlighted numerous breaches in terms of award of contracts, in terms of wastages, in terms of excess expenditure, and this year was no different, with a 3.2 billion used to give to 12 projects to build quarters for married army personnel, of which the original price was only 1.74 billion. 1.74 billion ringgit, cost overrun of 84%. Now this has happened every single year, from previously supplies of food that were expired, filled with maggots, to the army personnel, for example, one of the contracts that was given in earlier in the 2009 report, 256 million Skudai 7th Brigade Army Camp, awarded in 1997 but only 18.3% completion, and yet fully paid up with a piece of land worth as much as 800 million ringgit. There was also the issue of improper payments to Territorial Reserve Army personnel last year, as well as what else? Failure to impose penalties on contractors who failed to repair the vehicles within the necessary time frame. So it is a repeated process, and this is on top of all the questionable procurement of defense equipment, of vehicles that we have raised over the past 2 years. So all these questionable deals actually reflects that our Ministry of Defence is going out of control. The expenditure, the monitoring, the processes involved are all questionable, and we actually call upon the Minister of Defence to agree to set up the Parliamentary Oversight Committee to monitor the defence expenditure in this country. Now the Minister has on Sunday expressed regret over the opposition using the issue for political expediency as the general election is approaching without considering its implications. The Minister was only concerned that the opposition's actions aimed at gaining public support for their own political interests could undermine the image of Malaysia's defence among the international community. We call upon the Minister of Defence not to sweep all the multi-billion ringgit scandals under his watch under the carpet by citing the fear that it will undermine the image of Malaysia's defence or question the capability of our armed forces. When we question these defence deals, we are not questioning the capability of our armed forces. In fact, when we are questioning these defence deals, we want to improve the capabilities of our armed forces. If we can reduce all these multi-billion ringgit wastages, all this money could be used to buy better, more equipment for our armed forces. All this money could be used to upgrade the living quarters and all the other benefits that our armed forces are able to receive. So it is important to set up this Parliamentary Oversight Committee on defence procurement, so that our money, our taxpayers' money, can be better spent, and so that our army can be improved. So we call upon Datuk Sri Zahid Hamidi to stop trying to divert the issue to an issue of image, to focus on the issue, on the fact that over the last few years, every single year, there were major multi-billion ringgit issues with defence procurements.